Are you ready? Better get ready. Bow to the masters. Break it down!
Hey, what's up, guys? We're the Chain Lift. I'm Adam. He's Mark. And we are back with another coaster spotlight. And his hands are gone. In this video, we're going to be talking about X2, located at Magic Mountain.
Am I flipping you the bird? You'll never know.
Yes. X2 at Magic Mountain. And anyways, we're going to give you the history of the coaster, the stats of the coaster, and then our thoughts of the coaster. And then we're going to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 using Coaster Boy, as usual.
The stats of this thing. Opened in 2002. That's soft opening in 2001, but opened in 2002 officially, January.
Yeah.
It cost $45 million.
It's a lot.
Yeah. They added $10 million in 2008 because the trains were terrible.
Yeah, they added new trains in 2008. They repainted it. They added some special effects. Yeah.
S&S did the trains.
Yeah.
They're getting pretty good at S&S. This also killed Arrow off.
Yeah. Arrow lost a ton of money building this coaster because it cost way more than they thought, and they went bankrupt.
Yep. Thanks a lot, Alan Schilke. Just kidding. He's the best.
Yeah.
He's Schilke smooth.
Yes.
Height of 175, a drop of 215,
Yeah.
an angle of 88.5. That's almost straight down. Why just add the 0.5, Schilke? Come on. Why not 90 degrees?
It is 1.5 points away from straight down.
1.5 points. 76 top speed, 2 inversions,
Yeah.
length of 3,610 feet. That is X2.
Yeah, so this coaster cost a buttload, and that is because at the time it was a new innovation.
It's a 4th dimension coaster.
You entered the 4th dimension on this coaster. So Alan Schilke, he designed it. This was the first coaster he designed that he was known for, notoriously. He's designed all the RMC coasters, which are all wacky layouts. So he's known for doing these really cool layouts. Anyways, this one, it's definitely wacky. It's probably the most unique coaster experience I've had.
Certainly up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were really excited to ride it because people who love this ride, they think it's the greatest thing that's ever made. It's certainly unique. There's nothing like it. Well, the new S&S 40s, it still doesn't. It's nothing like
It's not
this
the
though.
same, but
no.
yeah, that's the closest.
I was super curious to ride it.
Yeah.
It is really really good. It's not my favorite coaster, but I was kind of surprised too. I was doing some research. The highest it's ever gotten in the top steels was only 13.
Yeah,
I was pretty surprised by that because I know people love this thing.
Yeah, I'm surprised too because this coaster, it seems like either people love it, like it's one of their top favorite coasters in the country, or people don't care for it at all. And I think because it's too extreme or whatever for them, it is an extreme coaster. But yeah, I'm surprised it's only been up to number 13.
Yeah.
Based on how many people love it.
My favorite part of the ride though is the little pre-drop.
Oh yeah.
And then you drop almost 90 degrees and you're facing backwards. And then it goes into this Raven turn inversion. It's where you're facing straight down when you ascend to the top of this thing. When I first got in this thing, after after the beginning part of the ride, I was like, holy crap, this is just what everyone was saying.
Yeah.
The rest of the ride, I was like, it's fun. It's totally fun. But I was like, this is not a top 10 coaster to me.
Yeah, I actually feel exactly the same. Like the pre-drop, the drop, and the first inversion are amazing.
Oh, yeah.
10 out of 10 amazing, but the rest of the coaster for me is fun, but nothing mind-blowing.
No. In facing backwards and the way you face, particularly in the first, the entire ride was obviously made to be that way. It's not just constantly free spinning. It's built to a way to where you're supposed to be facing certain ways.
Yeah.
It's so well done. It's so smart.
Yeah. I was really impressed by the way they have it's engineered where the seats spin. It's not too much spinning, it's timed perfectly.
Yep.
So I was impressed with that part of it, because with those S&S 40 coasters, sometimes the spinning can be a little bit too much, but this one is
It's not like
perfect.
that, yeah. I mean, I don't got a whole lot more to say about it because you want to review
No.
it or score it.
Score it, yes, we'll score it. So overall, I would say X2 for me is an 8 out of 10.
Ooh.
I consider it a 7.5, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. But I give it an 8 because it's really unique and like the innovation is super impressive and the first drop is amazing. But other than that, I just it's a big kind of shrug coaster for me.
An 8? An 8's a shrug?
Yeah, I mean, it's still obviously 8's a really good score, but it didn't. And I'll say too, these kinds of coasters aren't really the kind of coasters that I typically like the most. I like big airtime machine coasters, and that's not what this is. But still a good coaster. I can see why people love it, but it's not for me necessarily. So 8 out of 10.
Well, send your hate mail to the chain lift at Twitter. No, I mean, 8's not bad. I can't believe you can go with the 7.5. Have a pair. No,
I bumped it up.
all right, I'm going to go with an 8 also. I was just playing it.
Oh, okay. You made me feel like I was dumb.
Again, like the first, like, go up the lift hill. I mean, if you just count the ride itself, the pre-drop, the drop, and that first inversion, I was like, wow, okay, this is 10 out of 10. Then you got about 70% of the ride left, and, like, it's totally fun. Like, I had fun. I thought the seats were pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, there's easily like 15 to 20 coasters, even more than that I find much more fun. Mm-hmm. Like, more re-rideable, I guess.
I would say even at Magic Mountain alone, there's like 4 other coasters I like better.
I don't know about that. I haven't thought about it, but
yeah,
it's really good. Anybody where this is their favorite coaster, I totally get it. It's unique. There's nothing like it at all. It's intense.
Yeah,
it's great. And people who don't love it, I can see that too, though. I mean, it's, I fall more. I like it a lot. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I like it a lot. It's an 8 out of 10.
Yep. And if you go to the park, I would recommend riding that coaster first, especially the day we went. It was only a 1-train operation. We got there first thing, and we were like, 20 people back in line. It still took like 30 minutes, 35 minutes to get on. It's a slow loader.
Even with 2 trains, it's the lines are brutal on it. Brutal.
Get there first.
Yes. That's X2. 8 out of 10s.
All right.
Yeah.
You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at The Chain Lift. Check out our merch store at thechainlift.com. And hit the like button, leave a comment. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.